A row has erupted within the left party over criticism of Israeli policy, as recently seen in Gaza. In May this year, Israeli soldiers stormed the Mavi Marama, a passenger ship carrying relief supplies for the Gaza Strip, in defiance of an Israeli blockade. Israeli troops opened fire. 9 activists were killed. A month later in Munich, a meeting of Germany's left party. Annette Groth, a left party parliamentarian traveling on the ship, described their intentions.
The political goal was to put the Mideast conflict, Israel and Palestine, back on the international agenda, and we succeeded. We wanted also to break the Israeli blockade.
The left party members at this meeting were unified in their criticism of Israel. They accused the Israeli government of human rights violations and military excesses. The Palestinians are rarely mentioned, and then mainly as victims.
That is occupied territory. When Israel was established, Israel destroyed over 500 villages, killed and expelled people.
Everything is controlled by Israel. Traveling in and out, work, imports. For me, those are conditions you find in the Warsaw Ghetto or a concentration camp. That's how I see it.
It must be possible somehow to make clear to the world what's going on there. Israel can't be that powerful. They can't have enough money to buy everyone.
Benjamin Brücke is familiar with such sentiments, but he's especially troubled by what he sees as creeping anti-Semitism in the party. To counteract the trend, he and some friends established the Shalom Working Group in the Left Party's youth organization.
Some people take positions that perpetuate anti-Semitic stereotypes. They have what I would call an obsolete anti-imperialist worldview that supports anti-Semitic views. And that's something we need to address.
In January, some left party lawmakers snubbed the Israeli president Shimon Peres during a ceremony at the German parliament commemorating the victims of the Holocaust. Last year in Duisburg, the left party candidate for mayor called for a boycott of Israeli products, prompting comparisons with the anti-Jewish boycotts of the Nazis. And at the meeting in Munich, some people were also seen to have crossed the line.
There's no risk in being pro-Israel, sucking up to them, to put it bluntly. It doesn't cost much. In fact, it's profitable.
The populist left party portrays itself as the defender of the persecuted. So where does the anti-Israeli sentiment come from? The answer goes back to the party's political origins in East and West Germany. At that time, in West Germany, radical leftist terrorists in the Red Army faction carried out several attacks with fighters from the Palestinian Liberation Organization. The two groups saw themselves as brothers in arms. While in East Germany, the communist regime cultivated the PLO as an ally against a common class enemy, Israel.
Much of the party, like myself, comes from East Germany. There, the Mideast conflict always pitted the good guys, the Palestinians, against Israel and its occupation policies. That made an impression on many East Germans, and it's evident in our party.
Former party leader Gregor Gysi has expressed concern about the party's position on Israel, while the Central Council of Jews in Germany even warns of anti-Semitic tendencies.
That's nonsense. There are absolutely no anti-Jewish tendencies in our party. Like every party, we criticize some of the things Israel does, but we're not alone in that. Look at the joint resolution that the Bundestag passed.
That resolution condemned Israel's handling of the Gaza aid convoy. But for Annette Groth and her supporters, it doesn't go far enough. Groth was celebrated as a heroine in Munich, even though in the left party as a whole, she remains in the minority.